Melo. Come on in, say hello. I'm just going to make sure that we are streaming live to Joy and Vitality Center. Yes, we are. Good morning. Happy Thursday, July the 22nd, everybody. It's 9:52 a.m. here in Calgary, Alberta. I'm Giuliana Melo, and I am so happy to be here today. Today is the feast day of Mary Magdalene, and I wanted to come on and share a little bit about her because for the last couple of years, she has been a strong energy in my life. And I absolutely love her. I just want to show you a picture of her, a beautiful depiction from Marius Michael George. That's the Magdalene, Mary Magdalene, and I will post it later. So today is her feast day, and it's a day that we acknowledge her. And so I have some notes that I'm going to refer to because I want to share with you a little bit about her. So this is from the Father Korapi Catholic channel. As a Catholic my whole life, I heard the stories of Mary Magdalene, and only until the last couple of years did I feel her energy in my life. And what I know for sure is that she's calling us women that no matter what, we're meant to rise. And so I'd love to share this with you. Saint Mary Magdalene is one of the greatest saints of the Bible and a legendary example of God's mercy and grace. The precise dates of her birth and death are unknown, but we do know she was present with Jesus Christ during his public ministry, death, and resurrection. She is mentioned at least a dozen times in the Gospels. Mary Magdalene has long been regarded as a prostitute or sexually immoral in Western Christianity, but this is not supported in the scriptures. It is believed she was a Jewish woman who lived among the Gentiles, living as they did. The Gospels agree that Mary was originally a great sinner. Jesus cast 7 demons out of her when he met her. After this, she told several women she associated with, and these women also became followers. Good morning, Linda. Hi, Anne. There is also debate over if Mary Magdalene is the same unnamed woman who weeps and washes Jesus' feet with her hair in the Gospel of John. Scholars are skeptical this is the same person. Despite the scholarly dispute over her background, what she did in her subsequent life, after meeting Jesus, is much more significant. She was certainly a sinner, as all of us are, in whom Jesus saved, giving us an example of how no person is beyond the saving grace of God. I really want you to hear that. None of us are beyond the saving grace of God. Nothing we could ever do or that we've done is not forgivable in his eyes if we choose to ask to be forgiven. During Jesus' ministry, it is believed that Mary Magdalene followed him, part of a semi-permanent entourage who served Jesus and his disciples. Mary likely watched the crucifixion from a distance, along with the other women who followed Christ during his ministry. Mary was present when Christ rose from the dead, visiting his tomb to anoint his body, only to find the stone rolled away and Christ very much alive. Amen. Sitting at the place they laid him, she was the first witness to his resurrection. After the death of Christ, a legend states that she remained among the early Christians. After 14 years, she was allegedly put into a boat by Jews, along with several other saints of the early church, and set adrift without sails or oars. Can you imagine? The boat landed in southern France, where she spent the remaining years of her life living in solitude in a cave. Saint Mary Magdalene's feast day is today, July the 22nd. She is the patroness of converts, repentant sinners, sexual temptation, pharmacists, tanners and women, and many other places and causes. Saint Mary Magdalene, pray for us. Her feast day today, February the 22nd. Or, pardon me, July the 22nd. That was interesting. February 22nd is my grandma's birthday. Her energy must be with us, and I'm very grateful for that. So that's a little bit about Mary Magdalene. Now I wanted to share, I'm just going to go find it. Let me see if I can find it. I want to also share today because it's really beautiful. Let's see if I can find it. I want to read you the part in the gospel where Jesus shows himself to her. Good morning. Happy birthday, Lori. It is a beautiful day. A beautiful day. So this is the gospel reading. On the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene came to the tomb early in the morning, while it was still dark, and saw the stone removed from the tomb. So she ran and went to Simon Peter and to the other disciple whom Jesus loved, and told them, "They have taken the Lord from the tomb, and we don't know where they put him." Mary stayed outside the tomb weeping. As she wept, I'm getting all goosies. She bent over the tomb and saw two angels in white sitting there, one at the head and one at the feet, where the body of Jesus had been. And they said to her, "Woman, why are you weeping?" She said to them, "They have taken my Lord, and I don't know where they laid him." When she had said this, she turned around and saw Jesus there, but did not know it was Jesus, because remember, when he died, he had been beaten. He died on the cross. His body was hurt and very wounded. And when he showed himself to her, he was whole, perfect, and complete. Jesus said to her, "Woman, why are you weeping? Whom are you looking for?" She thought it was the gardener and said to him, "Sir, if you carried him away, tell me where you laid him." She turned and said to him in Hebrew, "Rabboni," which means teacher. Jesus said to her, "Stop holding on to me, for I have not yet ascended to the Father. But go to my brothers and tell them, I am going to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God." Mary Magdalene went and announced to the disciples, "I have seen the Lord," and then reported what he told her. So that is the beautiful gospel reading of Mary Magdalene. An amazing energy, ladies, that if you are feeling the call of the divine, to invite her into your life. 2 months ago, when I taught my first 8 Goddess Sisters of Divine Feminine, I taught about Mary Magdalene, a little bit of what I know, which isn't a lot. I'm open to learning. And I did receive a message from her, which I'd love to share with all of you now. She said to me to relay, "I am not who most humans think I am. I am loved, and I am forgiven. You are too. Rise above human ego judgments into the truth of who you really are. Forgive yourself as the divine has forgiven you. Love your shadow as much as your light. Stand tall, crown firmly positioned on your head, my sister. Rise above outward appearances and take this opportunity to release old unforgiveness toward others so that you can heal and move on. Open your heart to more love. You deserve it." Mary Magdalene. So I was really excited to teach and share that message. One of the greatest lessons that I've had to walk through in my life is being forgiven. And if any of you watched my live on Tuesday, I shared a story. I've never claimed to be a perfect human. I am as imperfect as everybody else. And my entire life, I've expected to always take the high road. I'm the one that knows better. I'm the one that's meant to do better. And Mary Magdalene, it was no wonder that she came to me. I love Jesus with my whole heart, and I will always proclaim my love for Jesus. I know that it was him and his Father that saved me when I was walking through the cancer, that I knew that it was thy will be done in my life. I'm in pink today because Mary and Mother Mary resonate for me in shades of pink. Mother Mary's, one of her symbols is the rose. Same with Mary Magdalene, path of the rose. And because I've known Jesus and Mother Mary my whole life, of course, they would want me to learn who Mary Magdalene is. And it is a great journey. This message is very powerful. We can forgive ourselves for our transgressions, for our imperfectness, for our woundedness, as that is all part of the journey. No one is perfect except God, not even Jesus. Jesus is the Son of God. God loved us so much that he created his Son in our image. Jesus walked among us humans. He is a teacher. He is a symbol of forgiveness, of grace, of mercy, of great love without judgment. And anybody who teaches you that Jesus is the only way, I ask you to just search your heart. Because we all have our divine free will to have experiences. And what I might believe in, you might not. And that is okay. That is okay. Mary Magdalene and Jesus taught together. She became known as the apostle of the apostles. And I watched her movie the other day, and there were 3 messages. According to Christian Gospels, Mary of Magdala was present at both Jesus' death and burial, and is identified as the first witness to the resurrection of Jesus. This is not a fable. This is a truth that I carry in my heart. And then it went on to say, in 591, Pope Gregory claimed that Mary of Magdala was a prostitute, a misconception which remains to this day. This day is to celebrate her and not to bring up all of the dirt around her. This is a day to celebrate her. In 2016, Mary of Magdala was formally identified by the Vatican as the apostle of the apostles. They're equal. And the first messenger of the resurrected Jesus. Now, there are many teachers out there. Some resonate with me and some don't. And each of us have the right to expand our knowledge, our beliefs, our feelings, our emotions around this with the teachers that feel good to us. Whenever I come on, I just ask you to take what resonates and throw away the rest. And create your own journey with the divine. Which teachers resonate with you? With love, not with judgment. Not one way is better than another way. Because we are all part of one. That divine consciousness. Divine male, divine female, divine masculine, divine feminine. I love July the 22nd. And it's also a powerful full moon. You might be feeling these energies. Just sit with them. Respond, don't react. Observe, don't absorb. And invite in these amazing energies. You might feel guided to invite her in. I have a beautiful deck. The Magdalene Oracle by Tony Carmen Salerno. And I would love to pull us all a card. I'm going to pull one card. And if it's resonating with you, then it's your message too. And if it doesn't, then you leave it. And it's this one. Magdalene. I'd love to share what Tony's. Let's see what he says. Here's the message. Thank you, Magdalene. Go forth and be true to yourself. Dare to be different, to make mistakes. Create. For in creation, it is that you exist. In a world full of dreams that stem from your heart, in oneness, love and hatred, wonder and awe, softness and pain, joy and light. In the stillness, the unknown awaits. A void wanting to be filled. Step into it with courage and strength. Like a budding rose reaching for the light. Love will lead you to greener pastures. Keep your pockets full of dreams, for life is a test of faith. Allow your light to shine. There is no beginning or end. There is only love. Indeed, there is only love. There is only love, my friends. We are not meant to be perfect humans. Even though our souls are whole, perfect, and complete, we are imperfect beings. We need to search our own hearts. Maybe we did things in the past that we're not proud of. Maybe today is a day that you can give yourself permission to put your crown back on your head. How many of us took it off because of others' judgments? How many of us took it off because we perceived ourselves in a certain way? Less than, not enough, not worthy. We are. We are. Simply because Jesus is. And Mary Magdalene is a part of his heart. That we know for sure. She was very important. He showed himself to her first, not even his mother. That's how important she is. So no matter how people view you today, stand tall. Proclaim your sovereignty. Maybe you go outside and you look at your shadow and you incorporate that shadow with yourself. And you tell your shadow how much you love her or him and invite her into your heart. I'm Giuliana Melo. I'm a wellness ambassador for Joy and Vitality Center. If we can be of service, you know where to find us, joinvitalitycenter.ca. And if you ever want a reading with her cards, I can certainly do that. Okay? You can book on the website. I'm wishing you a very blessed feast day of this beautiful woman that we call Mary Magdalene. Many blessings. Bye, everybody.